Hello and welcome to I Talk to Ghosts. I'm your haunted host, Jennifer. I'm a professional medium, and thank you for joining me tonight in my spirit parlor. I am releasing this episode on a different day than usual so that I can be timely about the topic. Tonight, I want to talk about the old traditional holiday of Imbolc. Imbolc in itself is an old Gaelic word that means in the belly, because it's acknowledging that's the time of year that life is stirring again after the cold, long winter months. In the Northern Hemisphere, Imbolc happens around February 1st or February 2nd. And what it is, it's a cross-quarter day. Now, what's that? It's the day that marks the halfway point between the winter solstice in December and the spring equinox, which is in March. Now, personally, this is why I absolutely love Imbolc and it is one of my favorite holidays. Winter is kind of hard for me. I love to be outdoors. I love to roam around in the warm months and enjoy the greenery. And Imbolc is the first official day that acknowledges that spring is definitely coming, and hold tight, we are almost there. So Imbolc traditionally honors many goddesses, including the goddess Bridget, who is the goddess of prosperity, healing, and crafting, as well as the goddess of fire, the sun, and the hearth. She is said to bring fertility to the land, and she is the maiden aspect of the triple goddess of maiden, mother, crone. If all those things resonate with you, there are a few things you can do to celebrate Imbolc. It's a time to create space inside and out for new beginnings. This is why we have spring cleaning. You can decorate your altar with the snowdrop petals or swan feathers, and if those items are a little difficult to find, you can use white, silver, or green candles on your altar. White and silver for purity, and green to symbolize prosperity and life returning, growing from the earth. You can also create a traditional fire wheel symbol or a Bridget's cross. It represents life, hearth, and family, and is also a symbol of protection. Now, Sabbath rituals can be as complex and detailed as you want them to be, but we're also kind of emerging from hibernation season right now, right? So it might all sound a little exhausting. What I like to remind people is that Imbolc is all about promise and renewal, and it is a great time to start planning what you want to manifest for the year. That can be something as simple as closing your eyes and having a quiet moment and really giving it some thought and attention, or even starting a little mini journal. Another fun way to celebrate Imbolc is with white foods. Milk, yogurt, mashed potatoes. Who doesn't want an excuse to eat mashed potatoes? Any white food that you can think of. I also like to happen to leave a little bit of an organic food offering to the little critters and nature spirits outside as well. It should be about what resonates with you and what feels good doing. I mean, wear white underwear and drink milk or buy a new plant. Anything that sounds good to you. If you're dreading being bogged down by ritual and tradition, just remember that when it starts feeling like homework or an obligation, you're infusing that energy into what you're doing, and that's not something that you want to do. So celebrate it in a way that feels good to you. A little tradition that I love to do for Imbolc is this little mini altar. You fill a glass with salt that represents snow and add 3 bay leaves that represent prosperity and intention. From there you can add a little voltage candle to add that element of fire and the sun returning to the earth. I absolutely love it because it is sweet and simple. Also, let's not forget about seeds. Seeds are completely magical and pure potential. Bless the seeds that you are planning on planting this year. Take time to mentally and emotionally plant your intentions for the year. Just a little research, you can select seeds that correspond with what you want to energetically cultivate, such as marigolds for money and protection, basil, jasmine, or roses for love, lavender for psychic work and tranquility, bless the seeds you will be planting this year. Eventually, you're going to nurture and watch all of this grow and thrive. Aside from seed work, there are herbs that you can work with during this time. You can use herbs by placing them on your altar or sacred space to involve what they are associated with, like match those frequencies, cultivate that energy. You can sprinkle them around a white candle during meditation work. Okay, what are some suggestions for herbs? White willow bark. White willow is considered the maiden's tree. It's a tree of enchantment and dreaming and enhancing confidence to follow one's intuition, and it inspires leaps of imagination. Blackberry is sacred to Brigid. The leaves and berries are used to attract prosperity and healing, and ginger helps kindle the fire and the drive within. That is it for now. I hope you enjoy this holiday. The light and warmth are returning with the promise of life and possibility, and I hope that you can align with this earth energy. Do you have your own personal rituals that you love to incorporate into this time of year? I would love to hear about them. So please reach out to me by email, which is speaknow@italktoghost.com, or leave a comment where possible where you're listening to this episode. Thank you for spending a few moments with me in my spirit parlor, and I hope you join me again soon. Take care.